Alright, so it's been a hot minute since I was able to record a video, and I wanted to explain why before I got into the content today. Simply put, my computer is on its deathbed, so recording, editing, and posting videos is becoming a lot harder. I believe the quality of this video will attest to that. I'm not sure what it's going to look like yet. But keep that in mind. For a little while I'm going to be fighting with that kind of situation. And I'm just going to deal with that. But hopefully this works out enough that I can make my content and everything without much of an issue. I'll be sorting it out as soon as possible, hopefully fixing my computer or getting a new one before the end of the year. So that's, I won't be completely off the face of the earth. But with that aside, let's get on to the content, and that was a book review for Spy the Lie. This is the last book that I finished, deduction-wise. And it's not really deduction-wise. It's not even really body language. This book is more... It deals with nonverbal communication, but not quite on the body language side. More like... what the way you say things means. More... It is verbal communication, but it's delving into the psychology of how we avoid lies and things like that. How we avoid telling lies and getting ourselves out of them and justifying ourselves. So that's what this book goes into, and I wanted to do a book review about it. First of all, initial notes, I think it's worth it. It's a pretty good book. This one, right alongside what everybody is saying, these two books give you a really in-depth look of lie detection. But this does have pros and cons with it, and I want to address those. The first negative point, in my opinion, is there's no practice sections. But then again, there rarely ever is a true practice section in these kind of books. But a quick plus side of this is that it opens by saying that it will not turn you into a human lie detector, which is good because no book does. And if you ever read a book that says it's going to turn you into a human lie detector, they're trying to sell something. They're lying. Ironic that a lie detection book would lie to you like that, right? And it's true, the book doesn't turn you into a human lie detector. It sets a fine line between what this book is able to do and what it's not able to do. So I like the honesty that it gives you there. It also has these little sections that show you the practical benefits of applying different skills that the book teaches. So you're not completely left, even though it doesn't have practice section, you're not completely left in the dark about how you could apply this and where you should apply something and where you shouldn't apply something it teaches. In my opinion, it undermines the usefulness of and the importance of a baseline. There's one section of the book where it mentions that the baseline is an unreliable and unpredictable method of lie detection. I don't agree with that at all. While he makes some valid points, they make some valid points. It's written by several people. While they make some valid points in that argument by saying that the baseline does have problems and flaws, that's true. But that being said, if you... all you do if you completely ignore the baseline idea is take one tool out of your arsenal. As a deductionist or as someone trying to detect lies, you don't want to limit yourself by taking another tool out of your arsenal. Even if it has flaws, you can learn to use it to your advantage, flaws or no flaws. So I think that the baseline is a little bit more important than they make it out in this book. In the back, there are sample questions, glossaries, that kind of train you how. I guess this would be the practice section of the book. Is these little sections that help you walk you through how you would spot the lie in that situation. And then finally, it's a pretty lengthy book. Let's see, not counting the glossary and like about the authors and stuff like that, it's 250 pages roughly. But even though it's a pretty decently sized book, it's not hard to read. I got through it in a few days. It's not incredibly difficult to read. There's plenty of room in the book too to make your own notes. So overall, I would definitely suggest this book to anyone who wants to get into deduction, lie detection, body language, nonverbal communication. Anything like that, it's definitely worth picking up, especially if you read it alongside something like What Everybody is Saying. And if you keep in mind that it's like any other book, it's not perfect, it can get you pretty far in the field of deduction, lie detection. But that's the announcement. That's the book review, all in one nice little bow. Just a reminder, I expect my quality will drop a little bit in these videos. But that's it. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.